Welcome back everybody, and hello new viewers. Today we are going to be looking at a hologram material. Well, actually two of them I made. So right now we're just looking at the more basic one, which may fit your needs. Here's it on a flat object, a plane. So you can kind of see how it works, and it would work on a stationary object. And here's kind of more what I meant it for, which is on, well, it's just another object at the moment, but it's an avatar object. So this can be applied to avatars or just regular world objects. It's meant for both of these things. So yeah, you can kind of see how it works. It's pretty cool, works pretty well right now, although we do have a better version we're going to take a look at as well. And I don't think I really need to describe what a hologram is or what it should do. I think that's sort of self-explanatory, or at least intuitive. So here it is, and let's show you the other version. And of course my download link will come with both versions, so you can use whatever works better for you. So here's the version we are currently looking at, and you can change quite a bit. Let's go into play mode here, that'll make things easier. So of course you can change the color to whatever you would like. Add it as this kind of fake blue. You can change the base alpha. Doesn't do a ton. You can change your emission strength, which is that internal glow. Fresnel power, it's hard to see, but it hard to see with the way we just set it up. Let's change the emission and go to the Fresnel, and you can see it affects the emission, how strong the inside outline is. It's hard to say that. And then the boost affects it as well. Our scanline speed is how fast those scanlines move. Scanline width is the width of the actual lines. And of course, if you get a negative on the speed, it takes it into a downward motion instead of upwards. So let's just set that as slowly going up. Go back to our scanline width, and you can see it's like 0, there's basically none, and we had it at max. And our scanline intensity is kind of just changes the intensity of the overall effect. So you can kind of tweak it how you want it, or use it as the default settings, totally up to you. And our second example kind of just takes what we have and adds even more options. So let's put it on the chest here. So this should now be hologram 2, and we'll also put it on this board. So it's a little bit easier to view what it does on over here. So we'll take a look at this one. First of all, you get a main texture, because that's something you might want to have. You can affect the edge color and the main color. Well, the main color is the same. Edge color, easier to see on this guy, but it changes the edge effect a little bit. It's hard to tell. You can see it like right there. The edge color. Let's see here, what else is new? We went over most of these. You have your texture scroll speed, so you can also make this texture scroll if you wanted to. So for instance, let's say we wanted to scroll downwards, or you can do upwards. It's gonna depend on how you have everything rotated, but you can make the texture itself scroll or be stationary. A big thing we get is this noise texture. So you can kind of see it there. We can add in a secondary texture to add noise to our hologram, so it's not quite as perfect, kind of like this, which I think is pretty cool. And it makes it look a little bit better. So you can see here with the chest, it's still going a little bit fast, so let's just slow it down with the noise speed adjuster. And it just makes it look a little bit better, I think. And then again, you have the strength for how visible you want the noise to be, and you probably want that to be very low. But that's up to you. And then of course you can change the tiling if you'd like to. But that's pretty much the hologram material for objects and avatars. It's pretty cool and not too hard to customize. You just play with the sliders and the colors and the textures until you get it exactly like you want. Or you can just take the little bit simpler version and it'll work pretty much immediately. And that's it. Hopefully this gave you a solid start. Whether you're building your first VRChat world or just looking to add more polish to the one you've already got, these little systems can go a long way toward making your world feel interactive and alive. If you want to try this asset out before dropping it into your own project, I've got a public demo world set up. You can jump in, push buttons, test things out, and see exactly how it works in action. I always try to keep the demo world updated with the latest version, so it's a great place to explore and get ideas. And if this video helped you, or if you're using any of my tools in your world, consider supporting me on Patreon. It helps me carve out more time to make these assets, keep them updated, and put together more tutorials like this one. Even a small pledge goes a long way and means a lot. There's a link to both the demo world and the Patreon in the description below, so feel free to check them out. Thanks again for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.